The Irish Psychic Show, for all your psychic needs, live on Internet Radio. For your chance to get a reading with Irish Psychic, simply Skype Tarot Free or call the studio 01 44 34 357. International add +353. This show is packed full of psychic readings and advice, so make sure you join the fan page. Details can be found via irishpsychic.net.
Hello, you're all very welcome to the Irish Psychic Show for Monday the 15th of April 2013. I'm live, it's now 22 minutes past 11 here in Ireland, and if you would like to get a psychic reading on the show, I'm here until just about 15 or quarter past 12 should I say, so it is going to be kind of a late one, so if you're awake, maybe you are in Ireland, hopefully you are because there is a storm brewing outside, and if you'd like to get one of the psychic readings on the show tonight, there's loads of different ways of getting in contact with the show. The first way is via Facebook, so simply comment on the post there via Facebook and leave your question, followed by your location as well. You can also comment via irishpsychic.net and just click on the radio tab there and you'll see there other people have left their question for the show. And finally, the last way of getting in contact with the show is via the studio telephone line, and all you have to do is dial 01 443 43 57. That number is 01 443 43 57, and if you're outside of Ireland, just add +353. But all the details of those telephone line numbers can be found via irishpsychic.net. And again, it's not going to cost you a fortune. It's only going to be it's a local landline, so please do check the cost of the call before calling, but it's not a premium rate number. So I'm going to be taking my first live reading after this, so please do join me, and if you have not yet sent in your question for the show, please do so. This is Dean Anthony with We Should Be Lovers.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Said you wanted to find somebody to love. Said you wanted to know how it feels. Oh, you needed somebody to hold you real tight. You needed someone to keep it real. Yeah. I don't wanna lose you, or up and run away. I just wanna love you, baby. Oh, I'm here to stay. Let's cut to the bone. Say it out loud. It's time to get clear what it's all about. Yeah, it's got to be good. Yeah, to get even better. 'Cause baby, our love, yeah, it's got to be strong. Yeah, we should be lovers. We should be lovers. Yeah, we should be lovers. Come on, come on. Said I wanted to give you emotions to keep the feelings alive. I know you wanted me, baby. Oh, to hold you real tight, to keep your bed warm in the middle of the night. Yeah, our love, baby, shouldn't grow older. If the bed that we share only gets colder, let's cut to the bone. Yeah, let's say it out. it's just you and me. Oh, we're getting hot, and I wanna be your sexual fantasy. Oh, let's get to the bone. Yeah, what it's all about. Said it's got to be good. Oh, to get even better. 'Cause baby, our love has got to be strong. Yeah, we should be lovers. We should be lovers. Oh, yeah. We should be lovers. We should be lovers. Come on, come on, come a little closer. We should be lovers. We should be lovers, baby. Go on, take off your clothes. We should be lovers. Yeah, we should be lovers.
Call the Irish Psychic Radio Show now. Lines are open. The number to call is 01 4 43 43 57. And international, just add +353. Leave your name, question and location after the tone, and Irish Psychic could be reading for you. Please note, this is not a premium rate number. Call now. Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. I do hope that you're listening. It is really, really stormy outside at the moment here in Ireland, and hopefully I will be able to keep you company for the next, well, at least 1 hour anyway, because I'm here until 12:15 at midnight. If you have not yet sent in your question, please do so. Just go to Facebook, type in Irish Psychic, and there you can comment with your question. Before I go on with the readings as well, my heart goes out to all the people over in Boston. I'm sure you've seen it on Sky News and all the, the television news stations. Absolutely shocking. 2 bombs at first, and then a third one went off near JFK. Absolutely shocking. I mean, I put it up there on my Facebook page. For someone to be that angry, to take it out on other people, is just uncalled for, and I don't even know why people do it. And it just sickens me looking at it at the news. And I'm sure anyone out there, when they're looking at the news and this kind of thing happens, it is just absolutely appalling. So I do hope that, if you have family over there in Boston and anyone who's, run the marathon as well, I do hope that you're all safe and sound. I have heard on the news that there is 2 at least confirmed dead and 27 injured, and I'm sure, that toll is going to go up. But absolutely shocking. You never really know what you're going to hear, and sometimes I try and avoid the news as much as possible, but for something like that you can't avoid it, and, it does affect you. So for anyone out there who has been affected, may my prayers, and for your family as well. I hope that they weren't involved in that. Okay, so we'll go on with the readings, and the first person I'd like to read for is actually in the chat room. And usually I don't actually read for the people in the chat room via Spreaker, but I will tonight. And the person's name is Sandra, and Sandra has just asked, "Hi, can I get a PPF please?" And you're in Wicklow, and you said thank you. No problem at all, Sandra. So as you can hear, I'm just shuffling the cards, and if you've just joined me, it is now 11:30 here in Ireland, and there's still plenty of time to get in your questions before the end of the show. Please do tell your friends and family to get in contact with me. You can dial the studio line now. I will be taking my first caller after the next commercial break, so you have a 90% better chance of getting your reading if you call the studio. And the number to call is 01 4 43 43 57, and if you're outside of Ireland, the number to call is 00353 4 43 43 57, and lines are local. It's not a premium rate number. Okay, so I'm just laying out the cards now for Sandra, and you're just looking for a PPF. Very, very interesting cards come up here, Sandra, because you have, for the past, you have the Magician card here. For the present, you have the 4 of Cups in the upright position, and for the future, you have the 6 of Swords. Now, what they're indicating here for the Magician card shows that you've done everything that you need to do in terms of where it is that you want to kind of go in life. It's like if you've done the course, you're maybe in the job at the moment, but whatever it is, when the Magician card comes up, it's like if everything that was kind of needed to be done has been done. I hope that makes sense, but that's the way that they're giving it to me at the moment. Now, for the present, what they're indicating here, Sandra, I'm not too sure if you know this yet, but please do let me know. But when the Four of Cups comes up, it is the actual pregnancy card, and a very, very positive card. It's in the upright position. So again, please let me know if you're planning for children or not. But usually when this particular card comes up, it's kind of nearly a guarantee that the person is pregnant themselves or planning for children. So again, please let me know in relation to that, but congratulations also in relation to that. And for the Six of Swords then to come up for the future, what they're indicating here is don't kind of fear a contract. It's like if there's something coming up and you've been kind of worried, will you get something, or will you be able to sign something new? And the answer is yes, you will, because you have the Four of Wands here in the upright position, and you also have the Six of Swords. Although it will be a little bit challenging, there's kind of a period there where things are going to be a little bit difficult. It is going to kind of clear, and you will be able to find something. So again, I do hope that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show tonight. Okay, the next person, I'm going to take it via Facebook, so do bear with me. And if you have not yet sent in your question via Facebook, please do so. So I'm just going through the questions now, and there is a lot of people sending in their questions. And again, the next person I'd like to read for, okay, I'll just expand all the questions. And it's Jacqueline Crowley. You just have down me, please. So again, I'm just going to shuffle the cards just to see what comes up in relation to that. So I'm just shuffling the cards now, Jacqueline. And they've just told me to stop. I'm just looking at the cards now. Right, what they're indicating here, Jacqueline, we have the Nine of Coins in the reverse position. We have the Temperance card, which is the spiritual card. We also have the Ace of Coins in the upright position, and also the King of Coins in the reverse position, which represents yourself. What they're indicating here, Jacqueline, I'm not too sure if you've done, readings yourself, or you're kind of putting off, reading for people. And what I mean by that is sometimes when we have certain things going on in our life, and sometimes when we have kind of a gift and we want to, use it, sometimes it's very difficult to kind of go, do you know what, I'm actually going to do that. And it's like if they're giving me here, Jacqueline, that you do have an awful lot of, spiritual activity around you, and there is kind of communication there trying to take place, but you're kind of ignoring it at the moment. And spiritual's kind of advice is just when you're ready, please take it on and listen to them. It's like if you get an awful lot of communication, like I've mentioned, but you're unsure of how to deal with the situation. And a lot of people, out there, who, this may happen to, it's very easy to ignore the signs. It's very easy to ignore, what's going on around us, because we fear this kind of thing. A lot of people fear it. Thankfully, I don't. But when you do have, spiritual activity around us, and you get those messages from Spirit, please just take note of them, because it is a really, really fantastic thing to be able to do. And it's not everyone that can do it. So if there is, communications, or there's, someone who has passed over trying to communicate with you, please listen to, the advice that they're giving you, and then take note of it as well. That's most important as well. So I do hope that makes sense. But they are showing here that you're on kind of a journey, because you have the Ace of Coins in the upright position, and it's a very, very positive card to find. It's like if you are thinking of going away within, they're kind of giving me this month. So I'm not too sure if you are going away this month, but it is something on the cards for you as well. So do let me know, please. And thank you very much as well for sending in your question as well. Time for another quick break. If you have not yet sent in your question to the show, please do so before the end of the show. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
and the cold southerly turn cartwheels across the sea. They come skipping all around us, and the fire burns incandescently. I trail my fingertips up and down your hips, strum one from the bottle, roll a smoke and try to be philosophical. Such spellbound, dumbfounded by the way that you move. You just look my way and sway. I got so much to explore inside these four walls. Never mind these four walls. Say, how about your mind? Should we lay on top for hours? Our religion, politics, and our purpose. Shall we contemplate that universe? Or maybe just get high. I will read you little extracts from Gandhara to Kerouac. You would teach me what it means to be vulnerable and free. We can let go of all inhibition. We'll learn not to be afraid. You just look my way and sway. Your beauty means mine, embrace and rolling, and feel the goosebumps when you're around. Your tempo makes my heart beat, and it keeps it beating loud. And I don't want this feeling to ever stop now. Sway.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. It is now 23:43 here in Ireland, and please do call the studio. The number to call is 01443 43 57, and you're guaranteed a reading if you call the studio now and leave your name, followed by your location, followed by your question as well. So I'll say that again. You are guaranteed a reading if you call this studio. So the number to call, and you're just leaving a voice message. It is that simple. So just hold on the line till it asks you to leave your message, and then all I need is your question, your name, and also your location as well. So I'll call out the number really, really slowly, so it's going to be whoever gets through, and please do take out a piece of paper and a pen. Right, here we go. The number to call is 014 43 43 57. If you're outside of Ireland, the number to call is 00 353 43 43 57. And hello to all the people as well listening into the show. Some people get confused when they hear the music because they think that there's no Irish Psychic Show, but there is. I can't possibly talk for 1 hour solid without taking some music breaks, and that's the way the show is entertaining, and it's quite relaxing as well. So I do apologise if you don't like the music. If you don't, well then just don't listen into the show, but that's the way the show runs. It is an entertainment show with music and also psychic readings as well. Okay, so it's time for my next person who I'm going to read first. So I'm just refreshing the page, and we have a question in here from Where is that question gone? There was a question here that I had queued up. Obviously, the computer is acting up. And it's for Brenda Clark. And Brenda has just asked, would love a reading. Well, no problem at all, Brenda. So we'll see what the cards have to say for you. So I'm just shuffling the cards now. And when they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards. And I'll lay the cards for your reading. Okay, so... Okay, they've just jumped to stop, Brenda. And I'm just laying out the cards now. Right, very interesting cards come up here, Brenda, because what they're actually indicating here is we have the Youth of Coins in the reverse position, which represents a female. We have the Youth of Cups in the upright position, which represents a younger male. So it's like if this is your son and your daughter here, and I'm not too sure kind of what's going on, but it's like if there's kind of a decision that needs to be made around them, or there's a decision that they've made of, been asking you and you're not agreeing with the situation. Again, I'm not too sure what it is, because you have the 8 of Swords there in the upright position and also the 5 of Cups in the reverse position. So it's like if you haven't yet dealt with the situation, or you don't know how to deal with the situation. And I always advise, get someone else's opinion. We're not magic people. We're not these, people that can come up with certain things, when someone asks us a certain question. Sometimes we feel that we'd like to give an answer, but then we feel if we give an answer, it's going to have the opposite effect. So what I always say is always kind of ask someone else, ask a friend or ask another family member what they would do in your situation. And then I kind of feel that you will be able to make the right decision on this. They're kind of giving here that it's going to be a 10-week period for this to kind of, take place. But I do feel it's going to be a very, very positive outcome for the situation. So I do hope that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well, Brenda, for sending in your question to the show as well. Don't forget, I will be taking some voice callers on the show, so if you call, you are guaranteed one of those psychic readings on the show, and the number to call is 01443 43 57, and just leave your name, location, followed by your question as well after the tone. You're not going to be speaking to me live on air. It will be just a voice message that you'll be leaving, so please make sure you stay on the line and leave that voice message. Okay, the next person I would like to read for. Okay, it's from Anonymous. Oh no, it came up as Anonymous, but you do have Richard at the end of it, so no problem at all. So I would love a reading, thanks. How long do I have to wait to get a regular job? Thanks, Richard, in Uddingston, Scotland. No problem at all, Richard, so thank you very much for sending in your question. So let's see what comes up. There's a lot of people at the moment without work, so we'll see what comes up. Okay, they've just jumped to stop, and I'm just laying out the cards now, and this is for Richard in Scotland. There is a few challenges kind of still ahead, because you have the 2 of Swords in the reverse position, followed by the Sage card here, and you also have the 7 of Scepters. Now the 7 of Scepters here, Richard, I know you're probably not thinking of doing a course or something like that, but I do feel that there is kind of a 2-week or 3-week period where you will be doing a course, and it's going to be quite a short introductory course. Maybe it's involved with regards to the job. Obviously the training needs to take place, etc. Now they're actually indicating here that I know it's probably a good bit away, and you're probably thinking it can be a negative, but they're actually indicating here it's going to be a 6-month period before things change in relation to this job front. Again, like I've mentioned, there is kind of still some challenges ahead of you, and it's like if every single person that you've been meeting is just been like a brick wall, so to speak, and that sometimes can have a negative effect on ourselves as well, and how we believe in ourselves. And it's very easy to take on board this as kind of, I'm not going to say self-criticism, but it's not easy when we go for a particular job and then we don't get it and they don't give a reason. You're kind of always thinking to yourself, well, why didn't I get the job? Obviously there may have been someone better than you, but it's always nice to get feedback as well. And don't be afraid of actually ringing the company, and if you didn't get the job, just ask to speak to the manager and just ask how you can improve, or what went wrong in terms of the interview, and they'll have no problem telling you. And sometimes it's good to get advice, especially for the next interview that you're going to go for. So I do hope that has answered your question. And thank you very much as well, Richard, for sending in your question as well. Okay, the next person I would like to read for. There was a question there. It's from Marion from Wexford. And Marion, unfortunately, I don't do any spirit questions on air. That would be a private reading. So if you would like one of those readings, the spirit guidance readings, please just purchase a reading. And at the moment I do have a very special offer. If you purchase the main reading, which is the 15 card audio reading, just for the month of April, I'm also giving a numerology reading as well, free of charge. And if you have never had a full reading with me, you can ask up to 5 questions. It is a really, really good reading. It's also a recorded reading, so you can hear me speak directly to you like you're hearing now. But I'm also including an €8, which is £6, which is a $10 numerology reading as well. And all I need is just your date of birth for that and your full name. And it's a great way of knowing, the different months ahead in terms of the numerology side of things. So if you have not yet purchased one of those full psychic readings, please do so. Just simply go to irishpsychic.net, click on purchase reading, and there you'll be able to purchase your reading. And all readings, the full readings, are delivered within a 48-hour period. If you purchase the mini audio reading, I do try and get them within a 24-hour period. And then again with the mini readings as well, the micro readings, I do try and get them out within a 24-hour period as well. But I did have a 3-day sale on. I will be probably having that again very, very soon, probably near the end of April. I'm not going to do it just yet, but thank you all to the people who have availed of that 3-day sale that I had on, and that was a fantastic offer that I did have. And please do check back on my website. There's different tabs there. You'll see all the different tabs, from reading times to spirit connections to purchase readings to my Twitter account, etc. Any different tab on there, you'll often find there may be a hidden one that says 3-day sale or 1-day sale, and it's always up to you to look out for that. So please do keep an eye out on my website there. Okay, time for another reading, I think, before we take another commercial break. And this time I'm actually going to take it via Facebook. So I'm just going back to Facebook. So thank you very much to all the people who've sent in their questions. And hello there to Tanya as well, who's listening into the show. There was a question there that I had. Oh, it's Hayley. There it is. It's from Hayley. Can you see a move on the cards for me? No problem at all, Hayley. So we'll see what comes up. So I'm just shuffling the cards now, Hayley. When they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards and lay out. Oh, there's a card flying out here, so that goes to show you that there's a lot of energy around you at the moment, Hayley. Right, and the answer is no to that particular question. And the reason why I'm saying that here, Hayley, is you have the Two of Swords, which again is about challenges, but because it's in the reverse position, it's like if you've kind of hit a brick wall at the moment. Maybe financially, things are quite difficult. Again, with the Eight of Cups, it's like if I feel that you want to get out and kind of, move forward into a different direction, mainly because it's like if you're just not happy where you are at the moment. So again, it's kind of like something that you need to deal with before moving. It's like if this is going to kind of follow you. Now, they're also indicating here, although I don't do health-related questions, if I do pick up anything during a reading, I do have to pass it on, Hayley. But it's my left wrist. It's like if I've either injured myself or sprained it or something like that. Be very, very careful of that particular part of your body. It's like if there is kind of an injury, maybe it's an old injury that you've had, but it is really, really sore at the moment. So again, please be careful of that. And finally, then you have the Tower card here. The Tower card come up in the reverse position, and when the Tower card comes up, it's one of the major cards. Because it's in the reverse position and transformation is not yet, about to take place, they're kind of giving me here it's going to be an 8 to 9 month period before things change in relation to that. So thank you very much, Hayley, for sending in your question as well. If you have not yet got a psychic reading on the show, not everyone gets a psychic reading just by tuning in. It doesn't mean necessarily you're going to get a reading, but you have a better chance, obviously, if you do tune in on getting one of those psychic readings. But if you don't, I will be doing my private readings like I always do until 2 a.m. tonight. And if you don't get your reading tonight, depending on when you purchase the reading, like I've mentioned, they are all delivered within a 48-hour period. Time for another quick break and another bit of music. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
that you were here today. Think of the days when I used to play with you. Thinking about those yesterdays, the good and the bad times that I spent with you. Sitting here picturing your face. Now those days are gone. Life without you must carry on. Life goes on, carries on. Life moves on. Look at the picture that I have of you, and in it I just see the happy times. You'll see the frustration there behind your eyes. Doing the best that you can with life. Gone, and life without you must carry on. Life goes on, carries on. Life moves on and on. The day that I had to say goodbye to you, I'm not really knowing what to say or do. I still think of you. I still think of you. Now those days are gone. Life without you must carry on. Time marches on towards the setting sun. As life without you must carry on. Life goes on, it carries on. Life moves on and on and on.
Call the Irish Psychic Radio Show now. Lines are open. The number to call is 01 4 43 43 57. And international, just add +353. Leave your name, question and location after the tone, and Irish Psychic could be reading for you. Please note, this is not a premium rate number. Call now.
The people pass me by. I often wonder what they're hiding there behind those smiles, 'cause eyes don't lie. Why do we feel we're all alone in this universe, squeezing sober from a stone? God, I'm so alone, way above our love.
Never
the Irish Psychic Radio Show now. Lines are open. The number to call is 01 4 43 43 57, and international just add +353. Leave your name, question and location after the tone and Irish Psychic could be reading for you. Please note, this is not a premium rate number. Call now.
And you're all very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. It is now 3 minutes past 12. I'm here until 12:15, so there's still plenty of time to get in your question to have a psychic reading on the show. And as you've heard on the advert, there is, or should I say the lines are open. What am I saying? There is. The lines are open, so I don't know where all the callers are tonight. Usually they're buzzing to get a reading on air, so please do call if you haven't yet called the number. Maybe there's a fault with the phone. I'm not too sure. I'll have to check it later on. But all you do is you just call the number and then just wait. It'll say, please hold while we try to connect you to Irish Psychic. I'm on air, so I'm not going to be able to take your call, and then just leave your name, followed by your location, followed by your question as well after the tone. The number to call is 01 4 43 43 57. And if you've missed those telephone line numbers, all the details can be found on irishpsychic.net. Speaking of irishpsychic.net, I'm going straight over now there to check if there's any more questions. And I'm just refreshing the page, as you can hear me click in the background. And we have a question in here from John Belfast. What's the next 4 months have in store for me? Okay, well, I can't do 4 months, John, but what I'll do is I'll try and do 3 months. It's going to be quite short because, again, I'm on air and I do try and get through as many people as possible. And again, a private reading with me, some of the readings, depending on which reading you purchased, may last up to 30 minutes. So that's why I don't really go into too much detail on air. Okay, so I'm just shuffling the cards now, John, and this is for John in Belfast, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question. They've just told me to stop. I'm just looking at the cards now, John. Right, very interesting cards come up here, John. You have the Chariot card in the reverse position, you have the King of Swords in the upright position, you have the Ace of Cups in the reverse position, followed by the 5 of Swords in the upright position. It's like at the moment they're indicating here with regards relationship-wise here, John. It's like if things have been quite difficult, or you've been kind of thinking on, what to do within the relationship that you're in. Sometimes when, we're faced with a challenge, sometimes it's very easy to think, do you know what, I'm just going to walk away and that's the easiest option. But sometimes, to stay in the relationship and kind of, work through the different issues that you're having, that's the key aspect to getting things, kind of sorted here. And I do feel that things are going to work out. It's like if there's just an awful lot of stuff that's, a reflection from the past, because you do have the 4 of Swords there in the upright position, and you also have the Star card here. Now, when the Star card comes up to end the particular reading, it's like if, you need to just be sure that everything will work out and things will, be clear after a 3-month period. And I know you're indicating there with regards 4 months, but they are indicating here that it's going to be a lot more clear there after 3 months. So I do hope that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show as well. Okay, I'm just going over to Facebook now, so if you've sent in your question or you commented there or sent me a private message via Facebook, hopefully I'll be reading for you. Okay, the next person I'd like to read for is Geraldine Connor. Hi there, I'm a first-time listener. I have to say I'm loving the show. I have a question if you wouldn't mind answering. Is there a house move on the cards for me? No problem at all, Geraldine. So I'm just shuffling the cards now. You're the second person who wants to find out with regards to moves, so we'll see what comes up. Cards are actually flying out here, which means that's obviously a very important question, so we'll just see what comes up. Well, the answer is yes to that particular question here, Geraldine, but again, it's not going to happen for quite some time, because you do the Balance card here in the reverse position, and also the 9 of Coins. So the 9 of Coins indicates that if you can hold on a little bit, like a 9-month period, usually that would be a better option for you before making this decision and making this move for you. I don't know why they're indicating here, Geraldine, but they're just making my sinuses really, really sore, so I'm not too sure if you're suffering from sinus trouble at the moment, or maybe you have the flu. But it's like if just my nose is on fire at the moment. And again, if you are suffering from any health-related question or issue, should I say, I do have to say that you would have to go and see a doctor. I'm only picking up what I pick up during a reading there. So I do hope that has answered your question. And thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show. Okay, if you've never had a voice reading on the show before, all you need to do is just simply call the studio, leave your name, leave your question, followed by your location. And the next person, that's what I'm actually going to do. So it's the next person that gets through to the studio, and you won't be speaking directly to me. All you're going to be speaking to is the answering machine message. So it's going to be the next person that calls into the studio, that leaves their name and their question, followed by their location correctly, don't just leave your name and then hang up. You have to leave your name, your question, followed by your location as well. If you can call in now, it will be the first person during this next ad break that calls in, leaves their message, like I've mentioned on the answering machine message. You'll be the next person getting that reading. So again, it's up to you, whoever can dial the fastest. So the number to call, I'm going to call it now very, very slowly. So the number to call is 014 43 43 57. That number once again is 014 43 43 57. Stay on the line until it asks you for your voice message, and then leave your voice message like stated. If you're outside of Ireland, just add plus 353. So like I mentioned, it's the first person that gets through, so call now. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
I can't help hearing the lies. I can't help letting them inside. These words have gotten me low and got me high. You stand and guard at my door, allowing me to be more than what they say, allowing me to be strong and live my way. You make me beautiful, believing in me, make me beautiful and deep within. I find the best side of myself. I know no one else makes me feel beautiful like you. My dreams are never too wild. My words are never laughed off or brushed aside. You make me feel like a star that's not a shine. You make me beautiful, believing in me, make me beautiful and deep within. I find the best side of myself. I know no one else makes me feel beautiful like you.
you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. Well, there was a caller, but they hung up. So if you are the caller with 085 and your number ends in 5723, so if your number ends in 5723, you keep ringing the show, but you keep hanging up. So like I've mentioned, so I'm going to repeat this really, really slowly. You are not going to be speaking to me directly. So you are not going to be speaking directly to me. When you call, it'll say, please hold while we try to connect you. Then you'll hear some music. The phone line rings here. I'm not going to pick it up, so don't expect me to pick it up. And then it'll say, sorry, I'm unavailable to take your call. Then it'll say, please leave a message after the tone. So that is the tone that you need to go, hi, my name is Louise. I'm from Dublin, and my question is. So there's a lady, I presume it's a lady, that keeps hanging up, but keeps dialing the show, but continues to hang up. And is probably wondering, why aren't I getting through? Why aren't I getting through? You will get through if you stay on the line, like I've mentioned. So once you leave that voice message with your name, location, followed by your question, you will be guaranteed that reading on the show. And that goes for anyone who dials into the show tonight. Now there's only 3 minutes left. I'm just after noting now on the clock. So if that caller, and you're a Meteor customer, 085, and the number ends in 5723, if you are that listener now at the moment and you know your number off by heart and you know that your number ends in 5723, please call into the studio right now. You have about 1 minute left. Leave your name, leave your question, followed by your location as well, and don't hang up, like I've mentioned, don't hang up. Okay, so the next person that I would like to read for, I'm just going back over to Facebook, is Lisa Ritchie, and Lisa has just down, me please, you'd love a reading. No problem at all, Lisa. So as you can hear, I'm just shuffling the cards, and when they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards and I'll lay out the cards for your reading. Okay, so they've just told me to stop. I'm just laying out the cards now, and this is for Lisa Ritchie. Right, very, very positive cards here come up for yourself, Lisa. We have the 3 of coins in the upright position, which on that particular card there is the ring and the love heart. We also have the moon card, again one of the major cards. Again, a major card just means that there's a higher significance on this particular, card. We also have the Hierophant card here as well. Now it's quite an interesting, kind of reading here with regard to the cards, because the 3 of coins is the commitment and it's kind of marriage card. But you also have the moon card here in the upright position, and also the Hierophant card here. The moon card, it's like if there's 2 sides to every story. It's like if you haven't yet got the the other person's side, or there's kind of a difficulty surrounding the relationship side of things, where you want to get things sorted, but they haven't yet been sorted. I kind of feel that you do need to speak with someone in relation to this, kind of a privately, like someone, that can just sit down with you and not be, I'm forgetting the word, but not, when it's not a friend, it's someone else. So they're kind of third party, so to speak. I don't know why the word has gone from my tongue. It's just after going anyway, but you know what I mean anyway. Someone that can just sit there and not judge is the best way of putting it. Like if there's kind of a situation that needs to be dealt with, but no judgment required, so to speak. It's like if they need to listen to your side of the story, and then also your partner's side of the story, and then work things through. So again, I'd love to go into more information on that. If you would like a private reading on that, that's no problem at all, Lisa. Please just contact me after the show, when I'll be going off here quite soon, and just simply click on the purchase reading tab there, and that reading will be done for you tonight. And I am also including a numerology reading as well, which again you can purchase separately, but I'd advise not to, because I'm actually giving it to you free of charge if you purchase the full psychic reading, which is the full 15 card reading. Okay, and finally the last person I'd like to read for the night. That caller whose number ends in 5723 did not get back in touch with me on the show, so unfortunately I won't be able to do your reading tonight. Again, you've rang the show 3 times but hung up. You didn't actually wait like stated, so again I do apologise there, but you can ring in for the next show, which will be on Wednesday night. So the final person of the night that I'd like to read for is Sophie Kelly, and Sophie's just asked for Please Me as well. So no problem at all, Sophie. So I'm just gathering the cards now. And it's always good to have a question, by the way. I prefer if you have a question. So next time, if you do want to send in a question, please just comment there, on the Facebook status with a question. So I'm just shuffling the cards now, and this is for Sophie Kelly. When they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards. I'll lay the cards for your reading. Okay, they just told me to stop. I'm just laying out the cards now, Sophie. Right, it's like emotionally at the moment, Sophie, things are not kind of going in a positive direction, because you have the 10 of Swords in the upright position, and a lot of the readings tonight are kind of more to do with emotional side of things, And that can happen for many different reasons. Sometimes when we don't deal with our own emotions, or we don't let people know how we're feeling about our emotions, that can have a negative effect upon us. And they're kind of indicating here, Sophie, you do really need to deal with your own emotions before you can deal with kind of other people's emotions, because you need to stay strong is the key message that Spirit is actually giving it to me at the moment. It's like if there's a lot of stuff around you at the moment that you're trying to deal with, but you can't deal with without being kind of strong yourself. And they're kind of saying here, don't be kind of broken down is the best way that Spirit is actually giving it to me at the moment. Now, I'd love to go into more details, but unfortunately I'm after running out of time. It's now 18 minutes past 12. But if you'd like me to go into further information on that, by all means, contact me after the show, which is just now. Just simply go to my website, irishpsychic.net, click on the Purchase Reading tab, and there you'll be able to purchase a private reading with myself. Okay, so that is it for another edition of the Irish Psychic Show. It's just coming up to... it's just coming up to 20 minutes past 12, but I've been on air for the last hour. So I do hope that you enjoyed the show. The next show is on Wednesday, same time at 11 p.m. Unfortunately, there was kind of technical difficulties, so I couldn't actually go on earlier like I usually do. I start the show at 11, but unfortunately tonight I had to start it at 20 past 11, hence why I'm going on until 20 past 12, which is right now. So until Wednesday at 11 p.m, please do send in your questions when I put up that post. You can send them in now if you want. Just post them up for Wednesday's show. Just go to my Facebook, or actually go to my main page, should I say, which is irishpsychic.net, and click on the radio show, and there you'll be able to send in your question for the show. Join me on Wednesday at 11 p.m. Take care. For myself, Irish Psychic Garode, good night and sweet dreams.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.